couple days ahead of this whole big event. You're going to play for us here Friday, September 19th, right?
Yeah, this Friday.
And I know that Brian Holzgrafe is going to play with you too, right?
Yeah.
So you got guitar and violin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm going to use a looper a little bit, and then I'm also using this, you know what Moog synthesizers are?
Yeah.
So Moog came out with like a few of these foot pedal things called the Moog Taurus.
Cool.
And like, for instance, like on the beginning of like Rush uses one.
Yeah, Geddy Lee was.
So like
those,
on Tom Sawyer in the beginning and stuff, you can hear one. I'm gonna play original tunes. I'm gonna play some Tri-Point Paradox tunes. It was a band I was in.
Yep.
And I think Brian and I are going to do some jamming also, play some covers.
So you mentioned the Tri-Point Paradox thing. I actually met you probably 2009-ish or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you guys got back together for a little bit.
Yeah.
You played a real famous party of a friend of ours.
End of the World party. Yeah.
And obviously, after seeing you guys play, because Hank was in the band, and I've been friends with his family for a long time, but I didn't know he came on and he did sort of like a white rap in the middle.
He's got a whole other persona in Tri-Point Paradox called the Professor.
The Professor.
It's not Hank Richard, it's the Professor.
Well, anyway, it was really cool because I got to see a new group of guys that I didn't really know play together, and you guys were really awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I grew up around a lot of live music with my stepdad and living in Austin, Texas, and you know, it became like part of my culture. Like it was the thing to do. Some people go bowling, some people ride bikes, you know, and we went to live music all the time, and I think that really helped. And then when I came back to Quincy, I really tried to emphasize that. We did Rock on the River concerts. I helped start Blues in the District. So, but tell me how you feel, because I feel it goes in cycles. Tell me how you feel about local music scene right now and how things are going.
I think like doing all these one mic videos put in perspective that it's like there's no shortage of talent. You know, I think like it's just a matter of getting regular places to play, which this is, I mean, honestly, like this is probably like the #1 place right now. You know, I mean, in terms of like places that people actually want to play and will play and actually pay people to play. You know, which is a key part of this whole thing also is that, I mean, musicians want to play and, you know, probably a lot of them will play for free, but I think you get better shit when they get paid and they work towards it, you know, and they want it to be great and they want to get asked back. So I mean, I just think the biggest problem right now is just a lack of places to play. You know, and you know, a lot of places are trying to do like pay to play almost. You know, they want you to rent the space. It's like, no, you got a bar, you're opening the bar. If you're getting paid from that, why should I have to rent the space? What are you doing if I'm not there?
Yeah, it's kind of a lack of respect.
It is, yes, that they know they can get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, you're sharing talent, but you're also sharing time and everything. I think I learned that early on just through that background with live music, is that, you know, I'd watch my stepdad go to gigs and not get paid very much. And it was like, he was, you know, he wasn't mad about it because he was doing something he was passionate about, but it also chipped away at the experience because it was like, you know, you made money off of us being here. And I think of it the same way, that this bar is going to do better that night because you're playing, because you have friends and family.
And guess what? If it doesn't, then you don't have them back. You know?
Yeah.
It's a real simple like supply and demand kind of thing. Like, I want to make sure that I bring people in, so I get asked back. And so it's mutually advantageous.
We've had a couple times where it was kind of like, okay, that maybe didn't fit us.
And that's going to happen.
But by and large, I mean, like you mentioned that there is no lack of talent. The reason I asked the question was because I felt like it's gone in a cycle where it just people kind of just disappeared on it. And then now I see some of it coming back.
I don't think it's in good shape. Like I, you know, like you said, like I only preface the talent, which I know you know, but I only preface that because I don't want to just say it's not doing great and sound, you know, sound like a dick. But it obviously it isn't. It just has to do with this place and time, I think. You've been last question, so that people don't think we're going to go on forever and ever and talk, because and then we'll promote the event. But you've been doing this show called One Mic. You told me about the idea, I think right around when you were doing the first one. You've been, you know, doing it in partnership with getting these other musicians. First of all, kudos, because it's helping draw out
I think some musicians that normally wouldn't maybe want to show themselves in such a public light. They like what they do,
or just for whatever reason don't.
Yeah, and then bringing in other types of music. You did one with the choir and some stuff, and again, anything you want to do here in the future, doors open.
I appreciate it. You were awesome to give them the tour and all that. That was great.
Yeah,
huge.
That show itself, though, the concept of it is pretty cool.
Thanks.
And you've gotten some really good interviews. Yeah, you're a good interviewer.
Hey, thanks.
Around the music stuff, you really got it nailed.
Yeah.
And the fact that you could get Jared Holbrook to do an interview is pretty good.
He opened up, and it was great.
Yeah.
Like, I think for part of it, he didn't know that I was recording it, which was part of it.
Oh, yeah.
It probably helped. Yeah.
Yeah, but kudos on that
Thanks,
show,
Thank
and continued success with Gypsy Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, thanks.
One of the best bands in the area for
Thanks.
sure. Very, very talented lineup there, and really looking forward to you being here this Friday. So
this Friday, the 19th of September, 8 to 10. Mike Shull, Brian Holzgrafe. Check it out. All right.